So, yes, I just got a heads up about this video by this channel, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry News. I don't look at this channel very often, but I do know of it. I have listened to some videos here. It's just I get very busy sometimes between doing my own sort of uploadings and my my own uploading. No, that's not what I want to do. And my other projects, I don't get to watch as many channels as I would have liked. So anyway, so this video, um, I'm just for commenting, just for commenting under the copyright laws. So you have this um young woman who's a supporter of Harry and Meghan, and she was talking about the British journalist Philip Schofield, who I believe I spoke about him a few days ago. And in fact, being who I am, I felt bad for him because it seemed that there was this pylon in the media against him because he was outed as having had a relationship, a same sex relationship with a much, much younger man. And he's supposed to be heterosexual. I mean, he has a wife with children. So he's been lying to somebody somewhere, either to his wife, to himself, or to everybody who knows. And so he basically, where is it? I don't know why this is like this because it was back here. Oh, okay, because I watched it before. So he was recently let go from his very cushy job as a top UK journalist, and he was on this morning show. What is it? Good Morning Britain. I don't even want to say because I don't really know the names of these shows. It's too much, too many of these people. This morning, yes, he's former This Morning presenter. His name is Philip Schofield. And so for the last 2 weeks, but it's been dying down. I would say maybe the story's pretty much done after 2 weeks. He has been just an onslaught of negative press from all over because he was, first of all, let go from his job on This Morning Britain, and then it was revealed that he is gay, and he was pretending not to be gay, and he was married to someone, and he has children in a family, and apparently he had this young man who he was having this homosexual relationship with behind his wife's back, which, whether it's homosexual, sexual, whatever sexual it is, you're married. I mean, it's unsightly, right? It's unseemly, right? So after 2 weeks of headlines, so this guy is crying like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Stop. I'm going to stop. And so this YouTuber here is basically just highlighting all of the headlines for the past 5 years that the British press has been unleashing on Meghan and Harry. And it also includes this very man, I had no idea, who was part of this posse of toxic journalists in England and other places who seems to have been hired specifically to spew toxic waste at the Sussexes in particular, right? I had no idea that he had so actively participated. Listen, he tells Harry to just shut up. Wait a minute, well, I can't go back. But yeah, he was not a friend of, oh, wow. Okay. So now he's talking about mental health when I guess apparently at the beginning he was making, small or light or even fun of Harry and Meghan's call for mental health and mental health awareness and so on and so forth. And he has told Meghan to shut up. And oh, is that who this guy is? I had no idea. Someone literally just alerted me to that in my inbox, and I was like, wow. Well, you know what? It always happens when people hurt others in this way, and they know better, and it's never the people who don't know any better. There are some people, I think, who just don't know any better, and that's why they do what they do. This kind of public, reckoning comes to people, I think, who should know better and do know better and fail to do better. When you know better, you need to do better. Some people don't know any better for many different reasons. It could be their age. Sometimes when we're younger, we don't know as much as we know when we're older. It could be just, the culture, their exposure, their lack thereof, many different reasons. It could be they're just sick, they're just evil, they cannot be redeemed. But there are people who, in their heart, I think they know better, and still they do that which is evil. And they are exposed in the way that this man has been exposed. Now, I don't cast any stones at this man. I still don't know him. I'm just, reporting on the press reports and what's out there about him. I have no judgment for him except to say that, when you know that something is wrong, you need to speak up about it. And he, as a journalist, he knew that what everyone else in his industry was doing to Meghan and Harry, these two young people, is wrong and was wrong and will be wrong if they continue. And yet he was silent about it. When you see wrong, I think it's incumbent on everyone to say this is wrong and to stand up for it, no matter what the consequences, and say, look, this is wrong. Okay. And I'm not a part of this. You count me out of this. And he did not do that. And now, just 2 weeks into being slammed and slapped and kicked and piled upon, he's literally crying for his mother. I mean, the other day, there was a picture of him literally with his mother taking a walk, and he was being called a hypocrite because people had not ever seen that kind of image before of him, apparently, I don't know, of him actually taking the time to go for a walk with his mother. But now with all of this, he's like, trying to have this image of this man who takes time with his old, mother, feeble mother who can barely walk mother kind of thing. And, look, again, I don't cast stones at anybody. I try to avoid doing that. But I do think it's quite ironic that he has been so mean to Meghan and Harry, and he has remained silent in the face of their unjust persecution, even though they have committed no crimes or wrongdoing to my knowledge, even before they made the Oprah video. And if that's the worst thing that they ever did in their lives, is they made a video, then and that's the worst thing that anybody's ever heard of on this planet, that we must live in heaven, right? And so this guy, Philip, I think that, he has some nerve sitting there talking about, do you want me to die? And apparently, and people like Piers Morgan are defending him, and Jeremy Clarkson, and all of these people. I think that Piers Morgan and Jeremy Clarkson are obviously just playing. They're joking, right? They're not serious. They know that they're going to get criticized for it, but they're just doing it for the press and for the publicity, just to get their names in print and be the center of the story. And but they're not really seriously thinking that, oh, anybody will take them seriously when they're like, oh, stop pouting on Philip Schofield because, he didn't do anything wrong, knowing that for the past 6 years, what they've done to Meghan. But yeah, thank you to the follower who sent me that link. I'm glad I saw that video. And now I don't have that same, like, oh my gosh, this poor guy is being pelted on. Now I feel, okay, let him feel what it feels like, right? So there you go. So see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.